All right, so before we begin, don't forget coupon code New Year's or New Year, one of the two. I think it's New Year with an S or without the S. Find out yourself. To get 50% off all of my courses, including the bundles where you can get all of my courses all in one go. Okay, you can purchase it by clicking on the description down below. Listen, okay. This video is not about me being negative. This video is to give you guys something a realistic appraisal of how people are today. You can understand the world we live in today is a little fucking crazy. It's not like it was before. Yeah, back then, your granny, grandpa were a little crazy, but they needed each other. There wasn't as many distractions as there is today. Meaning, grandpa had his magazines, his porn magazines, but it's not to the point that grandpa can live his life without a woman. Yeah, they had addictions. Yeah, you could go. Yeah, they had gambling, but you had to go there to gamble. Yeah, they had escorts, but you had to go to the corners to get them. Yeah, you smoked weed, but it wasn't at the same level of intensity as weed is today. Yeah, they have cocaine, but it's not like they have crack. As you guys can see, there's more intensity nowadays. There's better ways. Back then, in order to get drugs, you had to go to the corner. Now you can get it delivered, right? Nowadays, there's more escapism. And what that does is that it creates more isolation. And it creates a lack of need for each other, right? People need each other less than before. And that is a real fact. And that is done on purpose, actually. That is really done on purpose. It's meant to make you into consumers. The problem is that it's fucking up our relationships. People are becoming less compatible with each other. And I believe the future is going to be a future where more people are single, people are having less kids, and people are relying on drugs and relying on internet relationship rather than something real. And that's creating a schism. That's creating a problem in relationships. Okay. And that problem is that men, unfortunately, are needing women less than before. Huh. That's a fact. They're needing women less than before because one, they're being told that to chase after women, you should be ashamed of yourself for chasing women, right? You should be ashamed of yourself for that's actually a real thing. Like if you guys notice, I teach men, and I get more hate for teaching men than for teaching women, and I literally talk about the same topics, right? So men are not. It's not socially acceptable to help men. Okay. But also the proliferation of porn and or even OnlyFans, it's causing men to become addicted to sex, causing men to become addicted to porn. And that porn addiction, unfortunately, creates a humongous problem, right? And that problem is that they literally stop being able to relate to women. You can recover from that, but that addiction to sex and addiction to gambling nowadays more. I mean, think about it. There's more gambling addicts than before. And you know what that means? More broke guys. And more broke guys equals guys that are not even capable of keeping a woman in their lives. It's not that a guy needs money to keep a woman, but that most guys are becoming broke because of gambling. Why? They watch sports. And sports is promoting gambling. And that is a lot. If you're meeting a lot of broke guys nowadays, a lot of these guys are not broke because they're broke. A lot of these guys are broke because of addictions. So let's talk about this, right? And I feel like that was very important to say this because that's what the world that we're heading to. And if you look at gambling, sports gambling, it's becoming a fucking epidemic. It's fucking insane. OnlyFans, sports gambling, and sex addiction is destroying the foundation of relationships. And that foundation affects you. Because what's going to happen is that you're going to meet guys and you're like, why doesn't this guy, I thought, I'm attractive. Why doesn't he want relationships? Well, guess what? When you reject them, rather than work harder to get you, they just result to gambling. They result to porn. They result to escorting. They result to other ways, to smoking, to doing drugs, other ways to deal with their pain rather than deal with the rejection and try hard. Back then, guys didn't have those types of escape. So they had to deal with reality a little bit more. Yeah, you had a way to escape, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't as intense as it is and as accessible as it is today. This is that's just where the world is going to right now. All right, so let's begin. So You need to find a guy that needs you. That's the first step. Some men are too selfish. They have hidden addictions. They have traumas that makes them incapable of fully prioritizing. And that's the first thing, right? It's a need that they lack a need of you. Why? Well, because they have suppressed they have been really they've been good at suppressing their nature. They've been good at not just suppressing their nature, but also um ignoring their needs. Why? Because it's painful. Like back then, if a woman rejected you, you had no other choice but to try harder, right? Now, some guys stop trying, that's true, but just the level of escapism that we have nowadays, other ways to get those dopamine hits doesn't rely on the woman anymore, right? The next thing is that he needs to feel anxiety about losing you. If he does so that's the first step. The first thing is you gotta find a guy that needs you and that is capable of prioritizing you. Addictions and trauma makes it very difficult to prioritize you. And when you find guys like that, you got to get the hell out. How do you find them? They're inconsistent. They go against their words, right? When you get to know them, you start to sense that there's something off about them. Like you're getting to know them, but you're like, it's not the same person that I initially met, you know? But just generally speaking, you just notice there's a lot of they can't keep their words. And when you find people like that, you got to get the hell out of there. You gotta get out of that situation. If that it's not gonna turn to anything good. The next thing is that he needs to feel anxiety about losing, right? Some guys just don't prioritize you, and the way you know that is that they let you walk away. They don't find you one either attractive enough or two they just you're not their type. You know, like they don't prioritize relationships. You gotta understand the world is headed towards this direction. You gotta be able to identify these guys as soon as possible. That's why being understanding the 2 or 3 month rule. What's that? The 2 or 3 month rule is that if after 2 or 3 months they don't want a relationship, get out of that. Just get out. Just find somebody else. Why? Because if you do walk away and they don't go out of the ways to stop you from leaving, then they don't have that anxiety about losing. They must feel anxiety. They must feel like you walking away is going to destroy their year. If they don't feel that, that's a red flag. You got to understand when a man truly prioritizes you, this is a feeling that's uncontrollable. This is not something that they can control. In fact, they start to prioritize you above all the other things. They're like, fuck my kids, man. No, fuck my kids, right? But they literally, you literally become their addiction. If you don't become their addiction, you don't want them. You don't want them. You don't want them. And that's why I tell you guys, be willing to walk away because that's literally the only thing you have to do. That when I first started doing my YouTube videos, I always talked about that because that is all you have to do. It will reveal to you everything that you need. And the third thing is that men, he needs to feel like this is a dream come true. Let me say something, man. I understand as you get older, things are not as extravagant as they are when you're young, right? I get it. But this needs to feel like a dream come true. He should have been thinking of the idea of you months or years before this happened. If a man doesn't feel like you are their dream come true, they're not the guy for you. They're not going to prioritize you. It's just that simple. He needs to prioritize wanting to be with you for the rest of his life. He needs to prioritize getting old with you. He needs to prioritize him being with you 10, 15 years into the future. He needs to say, thank you, God, for bringing this person into my life. And the beauty about this is that you did nothing to make this happen. This was something that was already happening before you were there. You just need to find the right guy that thinks this way. The problem that women have is that, damn, y'all waste your time with the wrong one. Holy shit, man. You guys waste your time so much with the wrong guy. It's kind of insane. It's kind of insane, to be honest with you. It really is wild. And once you find that right guy, you're not gonna. You don't need any strategies. The real key is not wasting your time with the wrong guy. All right. Anyways, man, let me know what you guys think about this. By the way, people have an idea. We're doing this next month. We're starting a new channel. It's it's a because I'm gonna let you guys know next year, next month, and then next year. It's gonna be fun, man. We're creating a YouTube character. It's gonna be a Cleopatra, right? Because you know those channels that golden mask lady that started that channel. Well, I'm gonna create one actually, right? I'm gonna create one, and I'm gonna let you guys. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna let you guys know, hey, this channel is created by me. Okay. And with that, it's gonna come. I'm gonna literally make the videos that I made, right? But as though it's Cleopatra making the video. Okay, and you guys are gonna know it's me because this is gonna say this channel is created by Maya for Attraction and everything. So I'm gonna be excited about that because, like I said, YouTube is doing something weird with this channel. Like I don't understand. Like it doesn't pull the views that I used to get before, which is weird. I don't know. I mean, maybe my content is not the same. I don't know. There's always a reason why, but you guys are gonna see my videos in the form of Cleopatra. It's gonna be really cool. Trust me, you guys are really gonna like it. Anyways, man, you guys be safe. Don't forget, if you guys want to work with me one on one, go to Mindful Attraction. Take care. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, you could pre-order my new course, The Commitment Formula. It's pretty much a course that I created that will break the patterns of you attracting guys that are not ready for commitment or commitmentful, because a lot of the times it is a pattern. Heal your energy from bitterness from men putting you in situationships and just attract emotionally available men. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can pre-order it right now and get it at a discount. This course is pretty much for women who are tired of situationships. If you keep meeting the wrong guys that always ghost, or they're not ready to commit, or if you give too much too soon, or if you're exhausted from heartbreaks, or if you feel lonely because you keep holding your standards, sometimes you got to do it the right way, and most likely you're doing the wrong thing. Okay. And this course is all about not having any gimmicks. This course will naturally attract guys that want to commit. And if you guys don't believe me, check out the testimonies on this. Every one of my course has always led to satisfaction. Most people don't ask for refunds because of just how great the courses are. And with this course comes a few things. One, you'll learn why men are drawn to strengths, right? And why weakness repels them, and how to radiate the proper strength that gets a guy to take you seriously, right? You'll be able to, above all, to show confidence without trying. A lot of the times it's very difficult to show a guy that you're willing to walk away when you're not willing to walk away, right? And I'll show you all of the red flags, the wrong guys that always comes to you whenever you feel weak, how to identify the guys that want to take advantage of you. And above all, it will teach you guys just how to attract commitment. I guarantee that if you do what this course says, you will find someone who likes you for you, okay? And if you don't like it, you'll get your money back. So click on the description down below, right? Pre-order it right now, and you'll get it straight to your inbox. It should be out by the end of January next year. Okay, so 2026, it should be out by that year. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you guys inside. Take care.